Hello and welcome back to my aerial video channel. This is a 10-minute video on the Blair Rd Park and the Grand River. We use a hat camera to show the Phantom 3 Advanced taking off, and now we're into the actual video coming off of the Phantom, and we're monitoring our progress via a NVidia Shield tablet. It's about a 7 or 8 inch tablet that's connected right up to the transmitter, so I can more or less see where I'm going, not with a lot of great detail. But this sign that we're coming up, the water is not supposed to be around it. When they put the sign in, the water was about 5-10 feet to the left of it, so you can see how much the Grand River is over flood stage, and it's telling you that the river is closed ahead on that sign. I'm sure it's a lot more flooded than it is right here, because the last couple of days we've had a whole bunch of rain, and that combined with the melt and runoff and everything, this river is probably well above flood stage. There's a couple of bridges that run over it, that one of them for sure they close down usually when the water gets within a couple of feet of cresting over that bridge. So, and it's in the direction that we're going right now. We're going down river, which is to the west. This was shot in the morning, so you can see the sun is back the other way in the east. Anyways, you can see how turbulent the water is here, and we're trying to keep progress with the Phantom as we're looking in our NVidia Shield, and looking along the shore. You can see there's still some snow there, even though this day it was around 55 degrees, about 7 or 8 degrees centigrade. The sun was out, and it seemed like a real nice bright day, but this water here is probably 33 or 34 degrees, close to freezing. So and when you get close to that water, it sort of dampens the effect of the sun. Right up ahead of us, I couldn't make it out on my little tablet, but that's a beaver lodge or dam, and had I been able to know that when I was going in that direction, I would have definitely flown down over it and checked it out, and we'll probably do that in a later shoot sometime later in the year. We're gonna head back up river now, and we cut a little bit out of there. You can see me standing on the left shoreline, and as we're approaching this bridge, this is the Blair Rd Bridge in Perry, Ohio, trying to decide, do I want to go under it or do I want to go over it? And you can see that wire that's running over the top of it. So we decided, well, I know I'm going to lose GPS lock once we go underneath this bridge, but we just kind of pushed forward and went through it fairly quickly. And once we got through, we stopped for a second here to take a deep breath because we made it, because you never know what it's going to do when you lose GPS lock on one of these kind of aerial photography birds. But now we're heading up river towards there's several bends. Actually, the Grand River makes a big sweeping bend around to the right and then back to the left up ahead. And as we're going up here, you're going to get a chance to see how fast the water is running. On the left-hand side of the river, you're going to see white water, indicative of the how fast the water is running. And again, the area on the left wouldn't even, there wouldn't even be water over there. This river is probably right now twice as wide as it normally is during the summertime, but there's the white water running quickly. And I know that the river takes a big bend to the right at this point, and then straightens out and takes another bend. So what I decided to, rather than follow it and perhaps run into some trees or power lines, because I'm about 1,000 feet out here, and I didn't scope out this area the day before, so I wasn't exactly sure. So I thought I'd just rise up to the maximum permitted height of 400 feet and take in some views from that area. So we're ascending here up to 400 feet, and you'll be able to see that the Grand River is running there. It runs and it turns off to the right, which would be to the south. See the pair of nuclear power plant towers there in the distance. Briefly, you'll be seeing those again. You can see how the river snakes its way. You can see like a path cut through the trees right in the center of the video right there. That's where the river sweeps around and goes back again to the left. But now we're going to sort of slowly pan back in the direction we came from. Again, those nuclear power plant towers are 650 feet tall, just to give you a perspective. And that's Lake Erie right behind it. You can see this is a very sparsely populated rural neighborhood with not a whole lot of traffic, not a whole lot of people in the area, but it's a real nice area. I'm sure, you know, like during the summertime, it's really a joy to be, you know, living this close to the river. But at this time of the year when it floods, you know, fortunately the people live high enough that they don't have there's a couple of farms in the distance that haven't, of course, been planted yet. That'll be probably another month or 6 weeks before they get into planting those. Now we're gonna drop back down, and as I was dropping down, I was not sure how close I was to the trees that are on the left and right of me, so I kind of was swinging back and forth here to get an idea of how close I am to the trees. And I says, well, it's probably better if I just keep myself in the center of the river and go forward and drop down at the same time. So that's what we wound up doing, is continue to descend while trying to stay in the center of the river, and that would give me my best chance of avoiding running into any trees. And again, you can see the water's running pretty swiftly here. In a few moments you'll see, you know, some traffic going across the Blair Road bridge. There's as I said, not a whole lot of traffic, people in the area, but occasionally you know, some cars do come by. And again, at this point I was thinking over or under, and I saw the cars and I saw the wire, and I said, now let's go back underneath again. So we're dropping down, and at this point I can't really see the Phantom from where I'm standing. I don't know whether I'm low enough to get underneath the bridge, so my best plan of action was to sneak up a little bit closer until I could get an actual visual on the Phantom itself. So we continue to drop down an inch closer towards the bridge, and then you'll see on the right hand side of the screen shortly you'll see me appear from behind the bridge. And once I got an eyeball there, you can see me there. Now I got an eyeball on the Phantom, and I can judge definitely whether I'm below the level of the bridge, which we're just barely below the level of it there, and we got underneath it, and we're happy to make it back to launch point. So we're going to switch back and forth between views now here, between using the video from the Phantom and the hat cam, and back and forth just while we're landing here. There wasn't a lot of wind, but as you get close to the ground, you get ground effect wind that sort of like blows things around, blows the craft around, makes it a little bit squirrely to land, especially when you're trying to land on a little pad like that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this short video, and look through my video list. You'll find other videos that are similar to this. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're so inclined, or leave a comment. And thanks again for stopping by.